Hey there, purpose seeker. If you're searching for fulfillment in life, then you need to listen to this. Well, hello, purpose seeker. My name is Andrew Freed, and I want to be a source of encouragement, enlightenment, and empowerment in your life so you can live a happier and more successful life while drawing closer to God. And I'm dedicating my time to help you discover your God-ordained purpose, because only through purpose are you going to find the fulfillment that you're seeking for. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what is unfulfillment and how does God use it to help you find your purpose in life. So let me start out by defining what is unfulfillment. Unfulfillment is the yearning, the longing, that deep desire for something that you don't know what it is. What it really is your calling you. God uses unfulfillment to help guide us and lead us into places where either we shouldn't be or should not or should be. Let me tell you a little story about geese. I used to live in Alaska, and outside my office, I would see these geese every winter, right before winter hit, come and they would flock together for maybe 2 or 3 days, and they would just kind of just gather together there, and then 2 or 3 days later they would take off and they would fly south. Now I'm told that geese, when they fly in formation, and if they veer off course, that the geese will get a pain in their lower beak. Now I don't know how they know that, but I believe it's so. And that pain would tell them that they're going the wrong way. Well, God uses unfulfillment in your life the exact same way. Your unfulfillment is God's homing device to tell you you're going the wrong way. You're doing the wrong thing. You're in the wrong place. Whatever it is, God is using it to try to direct you toward the place called purpose. Now, where does that unfulfilledness, where does it come from? Well, it comes from your heart, because your heart is where God has placed your purpose. In fact, in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11, it reads, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also planted eternity in men's hearts and minds, a divinely implanted sense of a purpose, working through the ages which nothing under the sun but God alone can satisfy. Yet so that men cannot find out what God has done from the beginning to the end." So God has planted a sense of purpose, your purpose, inside your heart that you can only actualize with God's help. So now when it comes to purpose, there's your general purpose and then your specific purpose. Your general purpose is to worship and fellowship with God. That's why God created you. That's why we're here, to interact with a loving God. But he also gave you a specific purpose, and the apparatus for your purpose he has placed in your heart. And this is the perfect way that God wanted you to find your purpose. Your parent, your mother, your father, when they had you, they would seek God, and God would tell them who you were. Then they would lay hands on you and they would call you that thing. Then you will grow up and become what they've called you. That's ideal. But how many of you know that normally doesn't happen? So most of the time our parents kind of confuse us. They say, well, you can be anything that you want. And that's true. You can do all things through Christ. However, you're not supposed to do all things. You're supposed to do one or two or a few things in that grouping. The Bible says, train up a child the way he is to go, and when he's old, he will never depart from it. Now, the way he's to go is not talking about just train him up to serve the Lord, but it's to train him up the way that he's bent. So, purpose is placed in your heart. Idealistically, parents will tell you what it is and call you that, and it brings it out of you. But in today's society, where we live in, where the world works 24 hours trying to get you to believe that you're something that you're not, it's a difficult task for you to discover your purpose, but it's necessary in order for you to have fulfillment in life. So that fulfillment is the instinctive part of purpose. So let me give you another story. A lion, when he is in the jungle, his instincts flow right from his heart, and you don't have to teach a lion how to attack his prey. Yeah, he has his mother and father to glean from initially, but when he's out there on his own, he knows instinctively what time to go to the water pot. He knows instinctively when the wildebeest comes traveling through. But if you take that lion out of his natural environment and put him in, say, New York City, then his instincts get drowned out by the noise of the day. The different traffic signals or whatever the things that are going on in the city drowns his instinct out. Yes, his hunger will drive him to capture a prey, but it won't be instinctive, and he may end up starving to death. You are the same way. You are instinctively, that fulfillment or lack of fulfillment flows from your instinct to tell you where you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be doing. When you're out of the environment that God designed for you to be in, and the noise of the day, of the social media of day and night, and videos and the drama of circumstances of life begin to speak loudly to you, then you tend to drown that instinct out. You tend to drown that unfulfillment out. But here's the thing about unfulfillment: it never goes away. It's always there. And the moment you get quiet and the moment you get to the place where you're listening, it begins to speak. So, how do you find fulfillment in life? Fulfillment begins the moment you decide that you're going to discover your purpose. As you begin to seek God and you begin to do the different things to help you identify who you are, why you are, and where you're supposed to be, and begin to make moves toward those things, fulfillment rushes in. So when it comes down to purpose, there's three things you want to know to help you find yourself. First, who are you? That's your identity. Now you can do an MRI of your soul, and in future videos I'm going to talk about how you can look at different profiles and different motivational gifts to give you insight to who you are. And then your function. What is your function in life? That's where your gifts come in. You have spiritual gifts. Then you also have some natural gifts, some things you're just gifted at. Some of you all can make pies like nobody else. Some of y'all can fry chicken. If you can fry chicken, you're supposed to be making chicken. That's part of your purpose. And then third, what is your assignment? Now, the assignment is very important because you could be functioning in your purpose, but in the wrong place, and you have the same results of you not being in your purpose. God gives us an assignment, and it changes from time to time. Our roles may change, but our function, our purpose never changes. So I hope you take the first step to fulfillment, which is begin to find out what your purpose is in life. And from there, we'll take this journey together to help you discover your purpose. Hey, I'm Andrew Freed. I hope this video has been a blessing to you. And if it has, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And when the next video come out, you'll be notified. But until then, be blessed and be fulfilled in life.